Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Quarterback Corner. 3 in a row and back to the 500 mark. Is it the level of competition or is it how well you guys are playing?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think if we were still playing the way we were playing earlier in the season, it doesn't matter who we'd be playing against, we wouldn't be winning. But because we are playing some lesser competition record-wise, and we are playing better, I think the combination is the reason why we're playing better. But definitely we're playing better, and it doesn't matter who we're playing against. If we were still playing the way we were early, we'd be about probably 0-8, just like Cincinnati.
Now, one thing for sure, you've been able to spread the ball around, and of course, Kevin Gilbride, the offensive coordinator, is starting to reward those players who are making big plays for you. Last week against Seattle, I mean, everybody got a chance to play.
They really did. Gary Brown played a lot, the running back spot. Here you see Gary Wellman getting a little skirmish. He's been playing really well, and Pat Coleman. All those guys have come off the bench and contributed whenever they've been asked to, so because of that, they're getting a lot more reps. And here you see Pat Coleman making a big play there on a seam route, and every time those guys have come into the game, they've made something happen, so they deserve a chance to play, and I think it only makes our other receivers fresher, and it gets all these guys into the flow of the game, so it's good for our overall offense.
Yeah, we're watching Wellman catch some balls, we're watching Coleman catch some balls, but you know, Webster Slaughter was just outstanding last week.
He really was, and he's off to a great start. He's already caught 50 balls in the first half of the season, off to the best start he's had since he's been playing 8 years. And he's just a quality receiver. He's learning our offense, getting a lot more comfortable with what we're doing, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about him. So when you have a guy that has ability and is comfortable in what he's doing, he's going to have some success.
Defensively, the Oilers seem to be getting their act together. It looks a lot better from up where I'm sitting, and I know just talking with some of the players, they're excited about what is happening right now on the field. You're making some big plays defensively.
We are making some big plays, and those big plays are coming because guys aren't thinking as much now. They're reacting with their athletic ability, and you know, Buddy's system isn't an easy system to learn. It takes some time to learn it, and these guys are still thinking a little bit on the run, and now that they're feeling more comfortable with what they're doing, you're starting to see some of the big plays come.
And watch one right here. Lamar Lathan is just obsessed right now, it seems like. Every time he gets a quarterback in his view, he just looks like he engulfs him.
Well, he's healthy, and that's the key for Lamar. He's had a lot of injury problems, but whenever he's healthy, he's always made big plays. And here was a big play right here. William Fuller getting this sack in the last part of the ball game to kind of solidify the win, and he's off to a great start this year also.
Now, one thing you did very well as we watch a little bit more of that defense, one thing you did very well is protect you, and I know that makes you feel good.
Oh. Yeah, so much better.
Throwing the ball 55 times, I mean, they were coming up and giving you some blitz looks, but I thought the offensive line and Gary when he was playing, Lorenzo when he was playing, did a nice job picking up their blitzing situations.
They really did challenge us with the blitz, and they said, we're going to come after you and see if your receivers can beat us one-on-one and see if you can get rid of the ball in time. And about 98% of the time we did that. We handled the blitz very well, made some big plays whenever they did blitz. And
that was a heck of a throw right there.
Every now and then you have to duck after you throw one, but they kept coming, and you got to give them a lot of credit for their game plan, but we really handled them well, and I was very pleased with the way our offense executed, except for, you know, down around the end zone. I made a couple of boo-boos down there that I don't need to make in games down the road, but you learn from those things, and fortunately we were in control enough in that game that it didn't hurt us.
Well, the change this week is at the running back spot with the Oilers' Lorenzo White injuring both hamstrings. Gary Brown will be getting his first NFL start. The 3-year pro out of Penn State is this week's Oiler Profile, sponsored by Leo Jarnigan, Pontiac, GMC, Suzuki, and Gary joins us this morning. Gary, we appreciate you being on the show. Tell us your feelings as you know you're going to be an integral part of what the Oilers are going to be doing offensively against the Bengals.
Well, I just want to go out and play well. You know, it's very important that I go out and play well. I'm a young guy, and I want the coaches and my teammates to know that if they call on a young guy, we can go out and perform.
Gary, has it been frustrating for you sitting behind Lorenzo all this time? You know, being in a one-back offense, we only play one back, so you and Spencer have to sit back and watch, and you have made the most of your opportunities, but has it been frustrating just sitting back and waiting for that turn to come?
Well, I think any backup that isn't playing is going to be a little frustrated, but I don't try to let that interfere with my preparation. I go out every week during practice and try to prepare as though if I'm going to play. So, you know, it's been a learning experience. I've played behind Allen and Lorenzo, so they taught me a lot, and I'm just going to go out and play hard and hopefully make the best of it.
Are you just using your athletic ability right now because you look extremely quick on the field? It looks like you're making the right reads, and it looks like you are running with a great deal of confidence. Why, when you don't have the experience that you should?
He's fresh.
He's fresh, yeah.
Maybe it's just I'm just excited to be out there. You know, This has been a dream of mine all my life, and when I get in there, I want to do well. And basically, I guess it is just my athletic ability. I'm just running. I don't have enough experience behind me to really read defenses and things like that. So basically, like you said, it is my athletic ability. And when I get more experience, maybe I'll be a little bit more crafty in my things.
Now, because of your lack of experience, what do you think would be your biggest adjustment in this week's game? Will it be the running part of it, the blocking part of it, or the pass route part of it?
Probably the latter of the two, the blocking and the pass routes, because I know the running's going to come. I just got to be able to block the linebackers and protect you and get the ball off. So that's what I'm looking for this week.
I really like that, protect you. You have him on the show, you take him to dinner, and then he says, I want to protect you.
I schooled him very well before he came here today, and he's answering all the questions just the way we talked about it.
Let's talk about the mental approach, though. I mean, you got to be excited to finally get a chance to make a significant contribution.
Oh, yeah.
How do you keep yourself down to earth?
I don't try to let that this NFL thing engulf my whole person. I try to go out and just have fun with it. And, if people say, well, Gary, you did a good job, and that's just gravy. I just like playing football, really.
This NFL thing, I love the young players and the way they talk. I mean, it's your lifeblood. That's exactly how you make your living and everything.
Yeah, I make my living, but I want to be able to do something else afterwards.
One of the things he wants to do is he wants to bring on love from the fans.
Yes,
now,
does.
it's a kind of a, you better explain to our studio audience what that means.
Give me love.
Well, give me love is my little touchdown. After I score a touchdown in the one end zone where the fans are sitting, I try to go up and run in with my hands like this, and they all hug me, and I just, say, give me love. I try to be like that.
We want him to have lots of love this year, Giver.
Do you think anybody's going to love you in Cincinnati when you score a couple of touchdowns?
No, I might get a bottle or something. So I try that.
Well, we appreciate you being on the show. Good luck in your first start against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Thank you.
Over 100 yards, run the ball, and protect him.
Yeah.
Running back Gary Brown. Still to come on Quarterback Corner, our weekly visit with former Oiler coach Bum Phillips. But next, a visit with the Bengals.
Quarterback Corner is brought to you in part by Administav, your Houston area Jiffy Lube service centers, by Leo Jarnigan Pontiac GMC, and by Randall's.
Hey, let me show you something. Here at Russell Athletic, they test everything, from these sweats to their pro uniforms. They test the strength of the fabric to find out just what it can take. They even test to see how durable their knits are. Their seams are double-stitched, but they still check to see just how much they can stand. You might think these guys go a little overboard testing their clothes until you consider who wears them.
Russell Athletic. It's everything we make that makes our sweats and tees so great.
Jarnigan Pontiac GMC will make a believer out of you.
It's Leo Jarnigan's 93 model year closeout. Leo Jarnigan's liquidating every 93 Pontiac and GMC truck to make room for the 94. Over 100 Pontiacs with every Pontiac Grand Am, just $49 over invoice. Over 100 GMC trucks with every GMC pickup, just $49 over invoice. Plus, you keep any rebate. Katy Freeway, I-10 West, exit Derry Ashford, just 5 minutes west of Memorial City.
Jarnigan Pontiac GMC will make a believer out of you.
Hey, I got nothing against Randall's giving away free turkeys. But why do they have to make it so easy? You spend $30 or more each time you shop at Randall's or pick up specially marked products, and you get a turkey buck. Save Randall's turkey bucks and you get a free turkey.
It's turkey buck time at Randall's. The more bucks you save, the bigger your free turkey. So start saving yours today.
Oh, right.
Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
At this Jiffy Lube, we use Pennzoil.
The customer comes first.
Can't do better than Pennzoil.
Experience counts.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience. Jiffy Lube.
Next time you pass a Jiffy Lube, pull in for Houston's #1 oil change.
Welcome back to Quarterback Corner. Today's guest is a big safety from the University of Miami. No, he's not Bubba McDowell. It's the Bengals' Darrell Williams, and Darrell joins us from Cincinnati this morning. And Darrell, what is it about the Hurricanes? Every time I pick up a media guide, another Miami player is in the NFL.
Well, I think that the guys, you know, come back and teach the guys what the NFL is all about. And once we get here, it's, you know, we're used to it.
Darrell, this is your second year playing weak safety in the National Football League. I'm sure it was a big adjustment for you coming into the league, coming out of the University of Miami. What has been your big adjustment to make playing weak safety in the National Football League?
I think it's the mental aspect of it. Like every week you have a different game plan. You don't do the same thing every week or every day. It's something different. The physical aspect I don't think is a problem. It's just the mental aspect.
Talk to us a little bit about that 97-yard interception return for a touchdown last week. What a moment that was for you.
Well, you know, we was playing 23 void, and I just read O'Donnell's eyes, and he looked at the receiver all the way down. So, and basically that was it. Once I caught it, I just I knew no one was going to catch me.
What about Warren's eyes? Have you seen his eyes before?
He looks me off pretty good.
Darrell, you a big White Sox fan? I see you wearing the White Sox hat. Big baseball fan?
I'm a baseball fan, but I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. But the reason why I have on this hat is because I need a haircut.
Yeah, yeah. We were wondering why you were wearing that hat, but now we know. Could you just kind of give us the defensive game plan? Warren wants to know that before the game.
Well, you know, I think it's going to be a good game plan that we're going to have. I can't tell you what it's going to be.
Oh, you can't tell us the plays and stuff like that? Maybe tell us where some of the blitzing people are going to be coming from?
They might be coming from the stands. You never know.
Darrell, you guys are 0-8 right now, but, you know, as I look at you on film, you're still hustling, you're still flying around, you're still trying to make plays. What's the attitude of your football team right now as you guys go into this next game against us?
Well, I don't think the team is down, no doubt about that, because, you know, the games that we played, we have been in the game. I think the second half we came out not concentrating like we supposed to, and we have had big plays, you know, made against us. I think we need to just come out the second half and concentrate more. You know, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we need to do it.
Well, Darrell, we appreciate you being on the show this morning. We want to wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and thanks for being with us, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Darrell Williams, safety for the Cincinnati Bengals. Back with questions from our studio audience after this.
Poses the question every man must ponder. Do you have what it takes to be an NFL quarterback? You need one great arm. Of course, if you just want to look like one. 2 bony arms will do. Apex jackets and hats. Available at Foot Action.
Talk with Warren live Wednesday nights on News Radio 740 KTRH Sports Beat. And listen to him Monday and Friday mornings on KTRH with Lana and JP.
Sorry, we're going to raise your group insurance rates again or drop you. We regret...
Now you have to shop for insurance again. Or try staff leasing with Administaff. We'll make you think you died and gone to heaven. Are you spending so much time taking care of employee paperwork that you feel like you have 900 employees instead of 19? Why not turn it all over to Administaff? Administaff, we take care of your people, so you can take care of your business.
Dear Midas, as a woman, I often feel mechanics don't bother to talk to me.
You wouldn't understand.
But at Midas, I was treated with courtesy.
I'm Brett Foster. How can I help you?
And when I explained that I needed my car but did not have a lot of money, your inspection report was explained to me.
This shows you the repair options you can choose from.
Thanks for treating me as a person capable of understanding my car. Jane Robinson.
Get into the holiday spirit.
Humbug.
When Channel 11 and First Interstate Bank present the Houston Symphony Exxon Pops, Silver Bells of Christmas, plus the Houston Symphony Chorus.
Hallelujah.
And when you buy a ticket, you'll be helping little kids at the neighborhood centers in search.
Little kids. Little kids. I love little kids.
The Silver Bells of Christmas, December 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Jones Hall. For tickets, call 227-ARTS today.
Well, now it is time for our Randall's Remarkable Replay.
Randall's Your Remarkable Store presents Remarkable Replays.
With the Seahawks pinned deep in their own territory, quarterback Rick Meyer tries to pass the ball out of the end zone, but Lamar Lathan shows his speed and strength, running over John L. Williams and forcing Meyer to intentionally ground the ball for a safety.
This Remarkable Replay was brought to you by Randall's and by Gift Nielsen's Quarterback Corner.
Also during last week's game, you were honored by Sports Illustrated for being a great guy. Tell us about it.
Well, I got their Good Sport of the Year award for the work I do with young kids in the Houston community, and it's something I'm very honored to get because they only give that to about 5 different athletes throughout the year, and I was chosen one of those 5 this year, and it's a great award.
Congratulations, and we've got a young man here ready to ask you a question. Your name, please.
Travis Burns.
And a question for Warren?
Warren, when you run a pass play, do you throw it to a certain spot, or do you look and wait till somebody's open?
Well, in our offense, most of it's predicated on timing, so a lot of the times we're throwing to the receiver himself. There are routes where I do throw the ball to an area. Some of the deeper routes, you'll try and throw it and let the receiver run underneath it, but mainly we're trying to throw right to that receiver because of the type of routes that we run.
Okay, your name, please.
Yeah, Donald Davis.
And a question for Warren.
Yeah, Warren, who do you think's going to win the game this weekend between Florida State and Notre Dame?
I think it's going to be a very good football game, and I would say Florida State right off the bat because I think they just have the better athletes. But because they're playing at Notre Dame, there's a lot of tradition in that stadium. The weather could be a little bad. I think it's going to be a lot better game than I thought. So I say it's going to be a closer game, but I still think Florida State will pull it out somehow.
Your name, please.
David Janetz.
And a question for Warren.
How much does a healthy Mike Munchak boost your confidence level?
I think it boosts our whole offense's confidence level because Munch has been around for so long. He knows our offense inside and out. He's been a great player, and he can help other guys out on the line of scrimmage. So not only does he help my confidence, but he helps Brad Hopkins, who plays next to him, and Bruce Matthews feels a lot more comfortable, too.
We're going to sneak one more question in here. Your name, please.
Larry Burns.
And a question for Warren.
How you doing, Warren?
How are you?
If you were not able to be the quarterback, what position would you like to play on the team?
Probably head coach. I don't think there's another position on the team I'd want to play than quarterback. I think it's the most challenging position in team sports, and I love playing it, so probably wouldn't even be playing the game if I didn't play quarterback.
Oh, yeah. You want that power, don't you? And speaking of power, my former head coach, Bum Phillips, will join us next. Stick around.
To make it in the National Football League, you have to demonstrate real effort, true ability, and genuine commitment. These are the qualities that inspired the standards for NFL Pro Line, the clothing and equipment worn by the players and coaches of the NFL. Maybe it's just the inspiration you need. NFL Pro Line, available at Foley's.
Quarterback Corner is brought to you in part by NFL Pro Line, by Russell Athletic, and by Foot Action.
If you're into sports, it pays to join the Fiesta Spirit of Texas Super Sports Club. Hi, I'm Gift Nielsen. Now there's an easy way to raise money for your sports team or organization. Just call the Channel 11 Fiesta Super Sports Club hotline and find out how you can turn grocery labels into uniforms and equipment for your team. So call today and be a part of the Fiesta Super Sports Club and make your team a winner in the the spirit of Texas.
The world's greatest music illumines the soul, but great music cannot light the physical darkness caused by serious eye disease. Call the Texas Ophthalmological Association for your free eye health checklist and learn the symptoms of eye disease. You know, medical eye care can treat many eye problems that affect us all, but this can only happen if you visit your eye care physician. Call 1-800-776-9726. Visit your ophthalmologist regularly. It can be music to your eyes.
One day, my friend and I were sitting at the table praying for guidance. All of a sudden, we felt this incredible energy running through our bodies. At that moment, we had an overwhelming feeling of euphoria and peace, and we knew it was the power of the Holy Spirit. Needless to say, when I got up from the table that day, I was convinced of the power of prayer.
Why We Pray. Charles Hadlock reports starting Monday on 11 News at 10, because it's not just the news, it's the spirit of Texas.
Fans are wired. We're back with former Oiler head coach Bum Phillips. Bum, always nice to have you on the program.
Thank you, Gifford. Coach, what do you think of Cleveland's decision to cut their starting quarterback, Bernie Kosar?
I said, yay. I said, that's really a surprising thing. I could understand if they didn't agree with the way he's playing to bench him, but I can't believe that they would take two guys that's never started an NFL game and being in first place or tied for first place and go in without Bernie Kosar. That guy's been a great football player for a long time and helped him a lot of times.
Yeah, how come head coaches get so hard-headed?
Just some of them, Gifford.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous now. That's really, really bad. But it was good for Bernie. He ended up with Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's nice. Are you ready for Bum's Plays of the Week?
Go.
Here they are.
There were so many belts from the Oilers linebacker Michael Barra, we couldn't just settle for one. First, he nailed Michael Bates on the kickoff. Then he got him again on the punt coverage. In fact, Bates got to know Michael so well that you might think his number 51 was imprinted on his forehead. The Bummerooski of the Week goes to the University of Texas Longhorns. UT on national television showed the Houston Cougars how to run the halfback pass perfectly. Cosmo Palmieri, the recipient, as he was wide open for the touchdown. The Bummer of the Week goes to the Browns management for cutting signal caller Bernie Kosar. Kosar gets cut by the team he took to the AFL championship game twice. Bernie was one of the Browns' most popular players, and not even 30 years old. But the good news is he was picked up by the Dallas Cowboys, the world champions. And my tip of the hat goes to boxer Evander Holyfield. Any guy who goes on to regain his heavyweight title by beating the guy that beat him before deserves to wear the title belt again.
Oh, yeah, they call him the champ. We call you the champ. What do you think about the Oilers right now? Can they keep this little string of victories going?
So. I think so, Gifford. I said it a couple of weeks ago, and I believe that they're just now getting into where we thought they were going to be early in the year. It takes a while to get it done with a new defense. You got to sacrifice a little offensive time to give the new defense time to play, to learn their defense. But I really believe they're coming on now.
Always appreciate you being with us. Back with more after this.
Are you the one I've been looking for? Are you the flavor that I love more? Are you the taste that I can't resist? Are you the cola that just can't miss? Yeah! You are the one, you're the one I cola. You are the taste that makes me smile. You are the best, so simply remarkable. You are the one, are you ready? Our cola.
For years, I've worked as a police officer, and I've seen many things that made me very bitter and hard. It wasn't until I attended a funeral 2 years ago that a stranger taught me the value of prayer. Sometimes all it takes is a simple, Lord, I need you, or Lord, I love you. Today, that stranger is one of my dearest friends, thanks to the power of prayer.
Why We Pray starts Monday on 11 News at 10. because it's not just the news, it's the spirit of Texas.
You know, there's one thing that most sporting events have in common. When you see this R, the player's wearing a Russell Athletic NFL Pro Line jersey. Hi, Warren.
Hey, Joe.
Russell Athletic is also the official uniform supplier of Major League Baseball. They even have it in most major college and high school teams. In fact, Russell Athletic even makes great sweats and tees for the rest of us. Unfortunately, not everybody's gotten the word.
Russell Athletic. It's everything we make that makes our sweats and tees so great.
Quarterback Corner is brought to you in part by Administaff, your Houston area Jiffy Lube service centers, by Leo Jarnigan Pontiac GMC, and by Randall's.
Got to keep this thing rolling. Got to keep it going. Yes, what are the Administaff keys to a victory? Make it 4 straight.
Well, I think we have to get on top of this team early and stay on top of them. We didn't do that the last time. We let them stay in the game much too long, so I think we have to get on them early and just try and crush them and bury them and make them quit. I think the second thing we have to do is make sure we have no turnovers. Try and take better care of the football than we have been. Going out on the road is always tough, and you don't want to give them any momentum, so we got to take better care of the ball. And I think the third thing for our offense to do well, we have to have great protection, especially against Cincinnati, because they're a team that gives you a lot of different looks and tries to confuse you. So pass protection is going to be vital.
Confidence is such a key to winning in the National Football League, and it appears from the outside that this team is gaining a great deal of confidence.
We're playing with confidence, and more importantly, we're playing with emotion, something that we hadn't been playing with earlier in the season. We've come out the last 3 or 4 ball games ready to play emotionally, and I think that's why we've had success.
Okay, we got to run. Good luck in the football game. That's our show for this week. A reminder, we'll be back with the Jack Pardee Show this evening at 10:30. Enjoy your NFL Sunday.
Today's Quarterback Corner audience has been selected from registered Jiffy Lube customers. Go by your nearest Jiffy Lube, fill out an entry card, and mail it back. We could be calling you.